I'm gonna take you back to a time when I thought, for just a second, I'd finally found my peace, only to have it completely upended by, of all things, a garden hose. Yeah, I know sounds like the setup to some weird, quirky sitcom, but trust me, it wasn't funny at the time. So, picture this. It's a typical Tuesday morning in Maple Hill Estates, a neighborhood that at first glance seemed pretty perfect. Quiet streets, manicured lawns, people who generally kept to themselves exactly what I was looking for when I moved in. I'm a software developer by day, tinkering with code and trying to make the world a better place, one clean algorithm at a time. But at night? Well, that's when I get my hands dirty building drones. Not just any drones, mind you. I'm talking about cutting-edge, fire suppression prototypes drones that can save lives, keep fires under control, and even monitor thermal patterns. The kind of thing that could revolutionize safety for neighborhoods like mine. I call her the Phoenix Angel FDX 5000. Sounds fancy, right? Well, she's my pride and joy. Every rotor, every piece of that sleek carbon fiber frame. It's a testament to months of hard work. And, of course, testing it was supposed to be simple. Just a quick flight over the neighborhood to test the fire safety system. But there's always one person, isn't there? One person who makes it their life's mission to ruin your day. Enter Brenda. I swear, this woman has a vendetta against anything that doesn't fall in line with her rules. You know, the type every HOA's worst nightmare. Only, she thinks she's the sheriff of our little suburban kingdom. You see, Brenda doesn't just have a lot of opinions, she has power saw. And she makes sure everyone knows it. If it's not the color of your fence, it's the timing of your trash cans. And God help you if you dare disturb the peace with something as high-tech as a drone. There I was, the Phoenix Angel soaring gracefully across the sky, doing a quick perimeter scan over our neighborhood. I'm watching the telemetry, monitoring for any unusual heat signatures, when I see it Brenda, standing in her yard, watching the drone like a hawk. But she wasn't just watching. Oh no, she was preparing for battle. She grabbed her garden hose, aimed it right at my drone, and before I could even react, she was spraying water at it. That's right, water. On a do-lot 10,000 piece of equipment. I can't even describe the anger I felt in that moment. This was my creation. My baby. And she was trying to drown it. My hands tightened around the remote control, and my heart raced as I tried to pull the Phoenix Angel out of the spray, but she wasn't done yet. As if to top it off, she tossed her laminated copy of the HOA bylaws at it, hitting the rotor just enough to make it wobble midair. That was it. I snapped. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't thinking straight. What I was thinking, though, was revenge saw. And when you've got a garage full of drones at your disposal, well, let's just say there's a lot you can do. I went to my workbench, quickly assembling a team of drones. Each one was built for one thing and one thing only, to cause her a whole lot of inconvenience. First, there was DJ Dynamo. This quadcopter's got Bluetooth speakers that blast the most annoying songs. We're talking Baby Shark on loop, an obscure German folk band, and a 15-minute track of TikTok sounds. It was going to be beautiful Then came the Bylaw Barda hexacopter equipped with an LED scroller and a text-to-speech module, programmed with the entire HOA bylaws, including the really obscure ones. You know, the kind that Brenda herself probably violat. And let's not forget Confetti Carl, a cheerful little quadcopter with a confetti cannon that would drop biodegradable party supplies right on her precious rose bushes. And there were others, the Shadow, a tiny stealth drone that would follow her around like a ghost, and the Spotlight 6, a synchronized team of drones that could light up the sky like a disco party. I called them into action. It was go time. One by one, these little machines of mayhem lifted off, buzzing into the air like a swarm of tiny, buzzing bees. The neighborhood, which had been quiet and peaceful just moments ago, was now a war zone. Well, at least it felt that way to Brenda. DJ Dynamo was the first to make its presence known. I sent it right above her prized rose bushes, blasting Itsy Bitsy Spider on a never-ending loop. The look on Brenda's face when she heard that? Priceless. Then the Bylaw Bard chimed in with its robotic voice, reciting obscure HOA regulations that I knew would drive her crazy. She looked up, her eyes wide, as she realized what was happening. She shrieked, absolutely losing it. "What in the Sam Hill is this?" she screamed. "This is harassment. This is an aerial infestation." I was trying so hard not to laugh as Confetti Carl did its thing. A burst of confetti exploded over her flamingo-shaped garden decoration, covering it in a cloud of rainbow-colored paper. At this point, she was a picture of frustration. She grabbed a broom from her garage, waving it around like a madwoman, trying to hit DJ Dynamo out of the air. The drone dodged her swings effortlessly, dancing around her like it had a mind of its own. And for added effect, I sent the shadow to hover just behind her, its red LED glowing ominously. She was completely losing her grip on reality. But the best part? The contractors, Dave and Dale, who had come over earlier to fix the fence, were watching the whole thing unfold. They had stopped working and were now sitting on overturned buckets, munching on chips and enjoying the spectacle like it was a live show. Dave, with tears in his eyes from laughter, even gave me a thumbs up from across the street. "Better than Television, man," he shouted. And then, the police showed up. 2 officers rolled up, lights flashing, sirens blaring, and Brenda, of course, immediately went into full-on VY Tim mode. "Arrest him," she shrieked, pointing at me like I was some kind of criminal mastermind. "He's attacking me with flying robots." The officers, who clearly had seen their fair share of strange neighborhood drama, took in the situation with a mix of confusion and exhaustion. Officer Miller, the older one, looked at me and said, "All right, what's going on here? And please no mention of international espionage or stolen rose essence." I gave my side of the story. Calm. Collected. I was simply testing my FAA-registered drone, and Mrs. Henderson here decided to attack it with a garden hose. The subsequent drone active was merely a creative response to protect my property. The officers, after some back and forth, issued a warning to both of us for causing a public disturbance and Brenda for, well, being Brenda. But the best part? They couldn't stop laughing about the whole situation. "You've got a hell of a hobby," Officer Rodriguez said with a grin. In the end, I called off the drones, and they made their graceful exit, one by one, like tiny ballerinas in the sky. Brenda, standing there covered in confetti, looked like she had just witnessed something completely out of her league. She stormed back inside, mumbling threats about calling the HOA, but it was over. For now. That night, I got an email from the HOA. They were calling an emergency meeting. Agenda Item 1. Discuss unsanctioned aerial flotillas. I almost laughed when I read it. But hey, maybe it's time they reconsider the rules around creative problem-solving. What do you think? Was I in the wrong for defending my drone? Or did Brenda get what she deserved? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you would have done in my shoes and share your best neighborhood HOA stories. Maybe next time, I'll have a new drone for the job.